Hello, welcome to the Flowing Dot Zone, where we help you flow it, replace it, and light yourself up. I'm Kaylin, and this is Milo, my Indian ringneck parakeet or parrot, and she and I are going to talk to you today about desires. I had someone ask me a little while ago whether to focus on manifesting one desire at a time or whether to focus on manifesting a couple of desires at a time. And the question is something like, if I focus on just one, do I kind of concentrate my energy, or do I want to work on several at a time, that kind of thing. So what do you do? How do you help yourself be the most effective kind of thing? Well, the answer is that, interestingly enough, when you really look at the energy that's going on, like take a deeper look at your desires, look at why you have the desires that you have. And I don't mean why, like, why do you want what do you want, Milo? A new house? You got a new house. Why do you want a new house? It's not a mental, because, and it's not a justification, and it's not I deserve it. It's nothing like that. It's actually at an energetic level having to do a lot more with the energy that you're developing in yourself. You could say that some of this is happening at more of a subconscious level. You could say that you can certainly become conscious of it. You could say that it's something that you and your source energy are working on together, where you may not be totally conscious of it. And it's certainly true, but you can become aware of it. And if you're interested in taking a class and learning more about manifesting and working a little more with yourself and, developing some tools to really increase your manifestation, check out my website, flowing.zone. Otherwise, I'm going to just tell you that there is an energy going on. So, for example, one time I did my class and I had a young man who he had a list of like 10 things he wanted to manifest. And it was stuff like be an airline pilot and meet the perfect person and have his own business and travel. He had a lot of desires, wonderful desires like that. And through the process of my class, she's really pulling on my earring. I'm like, should I give it to her? She won't pull it out, but she's distracting me. Through the process of the class, he found that the desire that he was after and the energy under it was really one of expanding himself. In some ways, I don't remember, exactly what he was after, but in some ways he was really looking at becoming a more confident young man and really expanding his energy and his self-presence. So when he saw that, then one of the things that's really cool that happens is you can focus on one thing which will help you really manifest all of those things. Or it'll help you understand which things you really are after, and it'll help you manifest those. What I mean by that is, within him finding that he was really looking at expanding his energy, he then, did more of the process to help himself expand that energy. He learned what to do, what aligned actions to take, that kind of thing, to help him expand his energy. By doing so, he then, in just a few years, met Mrs. Right, bought a house, had his own business, didn't become an airline pilot. I remember that was one of the things that was on his list, and he didn't do yet. But he really went in those directions. Why? Because that's what your desires are really about. They're really about what energy you're developing and how that manifests. So if you work on the energy first, of course, the manifestation, which is almost like the manifestation of it, that, I guess that's the way to put it, right? Then it's a lot quicker to do that way than if you just try to do 10 things. Try to start a business, try to do speed dating, try to take classes to be a pilot, So instead of going crazy trying to do things, one thing, develop the energy that is below all of those desires. The theme that you've got going on makes it a lot easier and a lot more powerful. And of course, how do you work with that energy? How do you clear that energy? How do you enhance that energy? You want to flow it. We always talk about flowing it, to replace it, to light yourself up. The beauty about flowing your energy with my system is that you will automatically have it replaced. So you do your flowing part, and I have a video with more details on how to do it, and it actually walks you through it. And it's in the description below. So, excuse me. You flow your energy, it automatically gets replaced, because that's the kind of thing that you and I don't know about, that's going on at a higher level of consciousness kind of thing. Call it God, call it your source energy, whatever you like. But at that level, it's going to get replaced with the perfect energy. And if you already know, like, for example, that you're after expansion, it's going to get replaced with a higher frequency of expansion, which you and I don't have a recipe for. We don't know what it's like. We don't know where to find it. This way, it just comes. It just comes to us. And then you light yourself up, meaning that you lighten your energy because you raise in frequency. You light up because you feel better. You're happier. You're in the flow. Things aren't bothering you as much, not even when someone goes from pulling one of your ears to the other. And life is better. Life is so much better in the flow. So make sure that you do your best to therefore look at the energy that you're after. You don't want to go crazy trying to manifest 10 different things or 3 different things at the same time. Even if you only have one desire, the very best way to go about it is to start with the energy, because everything is energy first. All right. Thank you for joining Milo and I. Oh, she just heard a bird outside. We will see you in the next video. Please be sure to like the video. Any comments, any questions, put them down below. I'd be happy to make a video to help you along your path. Thanks for joining us.